my name is Steve Dodds and I'm the Product Development Manager for this new labeling system here. This system is 100% electric and uses no compressed air to apply a label to a product. I'm proud to announce with the introduction of this new electric system, there's no compromises between this system and a pneumatic system. With this system, it will run the same ranges of label sizes that you're used to with the pneumatic. It will run 20% faster speeds than the pneumatic cylinder can, and the only place that the two systems are close to being equivalent is in cost. On equivalent pneumatic systems, this will be the location for the pneumatics assembly. On this unit, it's the location of our motor control module. This is what controls the cylinder, driving it down to the product and back at the same rate every time. It's all done through the control logic inside, and it's very precise, and it's all digital control. One of the key advantages to this new electric system is that the controls are digital. So there's 5 profiles for cylinder speed and there's 5 profiles for vacuum speed. This is in comparison to the pneumatic system that has infinitely variable controls and makes it very difficult to copy a setup from one system to another on a production line. One of the unique advantages of our system over the competition that have similar units is that we have incorporated our vacuum fan right on the TAM pad. This is important because that means that the label is under control the entire time it's being fed out to the product. Competitor systems use a fan that's only held in place when it's in the home position, which means that label is subject to skew upon transit out to the product. The fan that's used to hold the label in place is a high-velocity, dual-blade, counter-rotating fan. It allows even the largest label to be held in place securely on transit to the product. One of the other key differences in our solution is the use of an air assist blower fan that's located right here, which promotes the label up to the pad and keeps it in place until the vacuum can hold it in place. This is a key advantage so that we can do much longer label sizes than our competition. Another key advantage on our system is that the vacuum fan is not always spinning, collecting dirt and debris inside. It's only used when there's a label present. Once the label's been removed, 5 seconds later the fan will go back to its normal idle speed and reduce any possibility of dust or contamination getting into the pad. This is very useful for pallet applications where the label rates are very slow. One of the most unique capabilities of this system is it can run a multitude of label sizes on the same pad without any adjustments. This is thanks to the fact that we have a very high-speed vacuum fan and a very unique method for making TAM pads. With no change to the vacuum settings, to the TAM pad, or anything else, another label size can be changed out very simply. One of the questions that comes up is how strong is a vacuum fan and will it hold a heavier size label other than just a 2-coat paper label? I think the best way to answer that is to show a little demonstration of its holding capability. Making adjustments on the electric cylinder are very straightforward. They're all done through a single set button which allows me to adjust the speeds of the cylinder or the fan settings, or an ability to turn on our hit contact sense, which allows the cylinder to detect whether or not it's made contact with the product and return on its own. This may negate the use of a sensor on the TAM pad for such things as pallet applications and slow case applications. To illustrate the sensitivity of the hit contact sense, I've turned off the auto retract sensor and now we're only going off of the feedback from the cylinder that it's made contact with the product. I'll now move the product closer to the TAM cylinder so you can see the difference. As you can see, the cylinder comes out for a variable amount of time based on when it contacts the product. This can help in some applications where an auto retract sensor may not be practical, but being able to contact the product and sensing it's there and returning will save any kind of damage that could be done to a cylinder that's remaining out there for an extended time duration. Most application rates do not run at the maximum speed of printer applicators, but the question is always asked, how fast will the system run? Taking the printer out of that equation and just showing the sheer speed of the cylinder, Here's a good example of how quickly the system can tamp. As you can see here, we're able to sustain product rates of upwards of 100 products per minute, even at a 4-inch stroke. Most competitors measure their maximum speed at a 2-inch stroke. At that distance, the product and the label are very close to each other, and it doesn't leave a lot of room for accident. One of the most important improvements this system makes is the cost savings that you can realize every year you own it. A pneumatic system typically runs an operator $500 a year per system. With this new electric system, you get rid of any kind of encumbrance that you would have with a pneumatic system, such as air hoses, or breakdowns with compressors, or different issues that come up with humidity, water in the lines, or oil in the lines. With this system, those are all eliminated. Now that you've had a chance to see an overview of what this electric system can do, I would encourage you to see one in person. Please ask your local representative to bring one of these units into your facility so you can see it up close and see these great benefits for yourself. Thank you very much.